Hi, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Learning with Mr.T. Today, I will be sharing stuff as to how I kept myself centered and how I was able to manage my stress and anxiety during the quarantine period. So this is the first part of a two-part video. O, diba? May pa two-part video. Because I tend to talk a lot. So I made the two-part video and I think I'll be talking about 10 things that I did or 10 tips as to how I was able to deal with stress and anxiety during quarantine. So if you're new to this channel and if you want to be updated with the information, with the stuff I share, please hit the subscribe button. And if you liked the video, after watching the video, of course, if you liked it, kindly share and like as well. So I'm not here to talk about the virus and the pandemic specifically because I don't think I'm competent to do that. But I'm here with the intent to share what are the strategies I did, how I was able to cope with the difficulties, anxieties, or stress during this pandemic. These are just some of the things I was able to share with my friends, learn from my friends, co-workers, and other people I've gotten to, I got to talk to during this period. Just a disclaimer. So the things that I'll be sharing are just the things that worked for me. These are the things that I did and helped me manage my emotions and anxieties. So this is not a clear-cut solution. Okay, I'm not saying these things so that you have to do these things as well. I'm just sharing what worked for me. Because by the way, at the end of this video, the intent is for us to share what worked for each other. Diba? And then eventually, we learn from each other. Like, if it worked for me and then some other things worked for you, baka I can learn from that as well. One of the things that I did to be able to deal with stress was, one, to make a routine. It was very useful for me to have a routine because it gave me structure. It gave me a specific flow for the rest of the day. So what would my normal routine be like? I would usually wake up at 6:30 or 7 a.m. or even 6 a.m. And then if I have work, if I have class that day, I would do the usual things I normally do when I go to work. So I prepare food, I eat breakfast, take a bath, I dress up. One of my friends even advised, like sabi niya, he puts on perfume or cologne before the start of his online or work from home schedule, just so he's energized. Diba? And sometimes it's good. It makes you get a sense of normality. It makes you feel a sense of, wait, I'm still working. I'm actually doing work. And why should my day-to-day routine or daily activities change? At first, it was really difficult. I mean, the morning alarm was really dreadful. It was difficult for me. I'm used to waking up early in the morning with my work. But during the quarantine, the first few weeks, the first few days was really difficult for me. And then eventually, when I tried to establish routine, when I wrote my to-dos or the list of things that I want to do the next day, it helped me. It helped me get that framework or structure that I need to keep myself going for the whole day. The WHO, or the World Health Organization, also suggests to keep up with daily routines or develop new ones as a way to look after your mental health as well. Routines are further added to help lower stress levels, give you focus, and help you form new or good habits. Tip number 2. Read, filter, and unplug. Since the start of the quarantine, I tend to read more than I used to. I started reading some of the books I bought years ago and haven't read yet. Actually, marami pa. There are lots of books I still haven't read yet. But right now, I'm reading Becoming by Michelle Obama. So I'm trying to finish it. I started it last year. I just didn't have enough time to finish it. This is not a popular opinion. But apart from that, I read a lot of information about COVID-19, and also I read a lot about the news, not only in the Philippines but in other social political issues across the globe. So why is it not a popular opinion? Many people would say kasi na that's very stressful, don't listen to the news, don't watch these things, don't read that, wag ka na makisama sa balita na yan, wag ka na makisakay. It helped me a lot because it kept me informed. Diba, like what I say in this channel, information is very important and you always have to keep learning. So during the early stage of when WHO declared COVID-19 as a pandemic in March, I think it was 11th or first few weeks of March, I read a lot about it. Ano ba talaga yung COVID-19? What can I do to prevent myself or my family from acquiring this virus? What are the different steps? What to do to disinfect? Lahat. So, inisip namin yan. Inaral ko yan. I really read a lot about these things. And this helped me as well. This gave me information. Valuable information. Diba? But it's one thing to be informed and it's one thing to be soaking in way too much information. It's not healthy to, listen to the news, read stuff about the pandemic and other social political issues for the rest of the day. Reading has helped me realize that there's only so much within my control. That there's only so much that I can do. So I will focus on what I can do and how I can manage these things. I filter what I think is valuable. I unplug when I see information that is destructive or unhelpful. I engage when necessary. I disengage when it's unproductive. Number 3, practice meditation and mindfulness. To those who know me, and probably to those who feel the same thing, and to those who can relate with me, I have a mind full of thoughts, emotions, and ideas. So sometimes it gets noisy because I tend to think a lot. So reading about meditation, reading about mindfulness has helped me minimize the noise that my mind creates. Miller, in her article on Psychology Today, noted that meditation quiets the mind and reduces stress. It's an extension of deep breathing in which your attention becomes focused and your mind becomes quiet. The purpose of this is to stay in the moment and eventually bring you back into balance and a feeling of calmness. She further added that mindfulness is necessary to stay in the present, not worry about the future and the things that are beyond your control. Mindfulness exercises such as taking slow deep breaths or paying specific attention to the sights and sounds around may help. Some of my friends, some of the people I know rely on essential oils, diffusers, scented candles, listening to music, watching funny videos, or listening to like sounds of nature. In YouTube, there are a lot of those things. I'll give you links of those things in the description box below. 4, write your feelings. Journaling has helped me deal with my fear, with my anxieties, what I've been thinking of. I've been practicing that for quite some time now. I'm started with writing down the things that make me feel anxious, writing down my worries, writing down the things that make me feel thankful. Because it has been helpful for me, like doing a gratitude list, writing down your feelings, things that you're thankful for. It has helped me a lot. It helps you see that there are still good things around you. There are still good things happening in your life. 5, connect with others. Connecting with others was very important, was very helpful for me during this quarantine period. As they say, you distance yourself from others physically, but you connect with the people who are important to you. This is probably the tip that helped me a lot during this quarantine period. I'm the type of person who can deal with being alone. I can eat alone. I can do stuff alone. I think I'm very independent and it's not a problem for me. But I also need social interaction from time to time. So I keep a small group of friends, a small number of friends. So during the time of quarantine, I checked on those people from time to time, and then some also check out on me. We have regular sessions. In the beginning of the quarantine, I would always have like Friday sessions with some of my college friends. Saturday sessions with some high school and gym friends, and then Saturday questions with my former Saturday evening sessions with my former colleagues. Because the CDC even suggests that it is important to connect with others during these times. Talk to people you trust about your concerns and how you are feeling. So there. So for now, I think I was able to share around 5 tips for now. And then the remaining 5 tips that I'll give you on how to deal with stress or anxiety during the quarantine period will be for the part 2 of this video. So again, these are the tips or coping strategies that worked for me. So I strongly suggest I strongly suggest that you share your tips and your quarantine coping strategies as well. So comment down below in the description box. So let us know what worked for you. How did you deal with the quarantine? When you were stressed, when you were anxious, when you were scared, what did you do? So comment down below. Share it with us. Diba? We learn from each other. So stay tuned for the part 2 of this video. Videos are uploaded weekly. And again, if you're new to this channel or if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share. Okay, again, subscribe, like, and share. Alright, so thanks for watching this video. This has been Learning with Mr. T. And like what I would always say, listen to each other, share what you know, share your information, keep learning, and keep going. Alright? Thank you. Bye.